Once again, it's your Pennsylvania Dutch uncle broadcasting here from my deluxe hillbilly mansion right next to Swamp Marie and the other third world nation, Hazleton. Anyway, the Poconos are beautiful this time of year. I'm wearing the humidity like a sweater. And my afternoon, I'm going like a golf ball down to the lower parking lot after a bad slice at the club course. So I wanted to introduce you to the star of our show here. Okay, she really turned out nice. This is a 1988 brick nose. I do have new headlights, and the trim is in my shop. I need some trim pieces for the bed yet. Wanted to show you something I'm proud of. I got an interior from an XLT, and I burnt my dome light bulb out, but I have the dome light. I fit these side panels right here. I'm enjoying my bad habit again when I make videos because I make mistakes. But I found a half decent usable, interior and roof liner because everything else was full of cigarette burns. That does have one or two punctures, but for a 40-year-old truck, and I did get the actual correct kick panels because I was shored up the actual kick panels. My little mascot's sitting here on my hat, my other hat. But anyway, this old girl, she got a strut sweeter than a Midwest farm girl's strut is like molasses, and she talks dirtier too than a Midwest farm girl does when her daddy's on the other side of the barn and his shotgun's in the house type of thing. So I'm going to let you hear the beautiful cam, and I can tell you where to get that cam. They really only make one that you're going to use. I mean, I did put other valves and stuff in it. I did put larger valves, but the cam is the secret, and it really does make her sound nice. That Offenhauser intake trick, it's not as easy as the other videos make it sound. And as I said, I would tell people to disassemble the front clip. You'll never get those bolts tight, and that's why a lot of guys fail when they put a new intake on and gasket, and they change the valve cover gasket, and they bolt all that stuff back together, especially with the old fuel injection. It just never goes back together right. And I've had experiences when I was younger with these trucks, and that's why there's so many of them. These are pretty plentiful in the salvage yard, simply because they died early because of oil leaks, or people took them apart and couldn't get them back together after fixing the oil leak. And as I said, whoever this guy was, he did pass away. I don't know what happened, but he did use a lot of the old gaskets on the truck. So in saying that, okay, I'm going to introduce you to two of my favorite products. I always introduce new products on my show if I can, like that Offenhauser intake and Holley Quick Fuel Carb. Okay? Remember what I told you about my snake motor oil. You dump that down, just like I drove that truck right out of the garage home on the tow dolly on the back of my other truck. And this is something every shop should not be without. Okay? It's the best bullshit remover that I have, and I use lots of it. And it's only $19.99. And it's available for me only. So take it from your Pennsylvania Dutch uncle. I'm going to see if I can sit you on the back of the truck here. Okay? When folks tell you that Offenhauser intake, it goes right together, I still have to get the a proper throttle cable and the ball hookup, the ball pivot, okay? I had the same problem with the transmission linkage, only I did acquire that. It's part number 2040, and there's a couple vendors. And you have to ask for it by the part number, because if you buy this outfit, and like I did, I bought one piece here, one piece there, That is a Howard's cam, and it does work beautiful, and it does produce, especially up around 50 mile an hour. The power band on that it glides. It just picks the truck up. It is, however, not really fuel efficient in the city, simply because maybe the stall on the converter is altered. I have yet to figure that out. I have to call them, and that's the problem when these companies sell you this stuff. They don't really give you the proper spec sheet that you should have, and that was a problem putting this together, is trying to figure everything out. And still, after 3 years into the build, I just did get her registered. I have to take her for her exhaust. We're going to put those mini thrush mufflers that Jeg sells. I don't know how she's going to sound. It might be a little, I don't know. I'm interested in how this thing really is going to sound, because it sounds massive just the way it is with no exhaust on it. And as a matter of fact, taking it up the street, even with no exhaust, no back pressure or anything, it really had some snot behind it. So I'm looking forward to finding the rest of the keys to this and sharing it to you throughout the rest of the summer. You're actually going to go for a ride in this thing with me. I'm going to put this Kodak AV 490 in. Somehow I'm going to make a dash mount, but I put the running boards on, and as I said, people, wiring those, all you need is those splice connectors, and you'll figure it out. It'll tell you what to do. You buy a roll of wire. Here's my pigtail lead. This is going to go right to my parking lights, no problem. Getting those lights out is a problem. I'm hoping to be able to access the wiring maybe some other way, and figuring out which is the hot wire. But anyway, it's grounded through the chassis, and I do want to make supports. You see this? I don't like this, and all the trucks I know with these running boards were like that. If you only just put a nice 3/16 or 1/4 inch plated support under there, you can get it done. So right now I'm trying to get my grass done. I'm trying desperately. We're getting these sneak storms, and that's why I snuck this video in. I'll upload it tonight because it's for 4th of July. It's my 4th of July special. I even got red, white, and blue flowers. I don't know if anybody... I'm getting a lot done for me with no business. Right now, a lot of people canceled out because of the economy, because of affording things. And yes, it's getting more expensive. Parts, some of the parts really didn't go up, but they're gouging on the shipping now. The part is still probably basically the same price, but the shipping sometimes can be anywhere from $1, $1.50, all the way up to $20 more to ship. And LMC Truck has been playing that game ever since COVID. They've been jacking up the prices. That's why I don't buy a whole lot from them. The price of the part is reasonable. The shipping is outrageous. And I don't know why that is, because sometimes I find the same stuff on the internet, and the shipping's not even half of what it is with LMC. So that's sometimes the what do you want to call it, the dregs of dealing with a brand name company. I do like to deal with a reputable company, but over the years, LMC's sent me, especially for this truck, they've sent me some really questionable parts that did not even fit, especially like that door bottom. I was very disappointed that I had to hack that door up like that instead of just having the proper door bottom. But that's the way we go, and that's the way we roll. I'm going to get my grass trimming and stuff fixed, because the skyline is turning nasty over that way again, and that means problems for me. And I'm going to get my trimming done here. I made a little sunshade for my plants. This little guy, he's not too healthy. I got to investigate what is. I know there's some bugs. I'm going to put my arachnid stuff and my bug stuff in around here. So that's my day, and you enjoy yours. Enjoy your 4th of July. I got my radio on. You and the family are in for the sweetest. So that's the way an afternoon goes here in the Hillbilly Hills. I am very proud of the way she turned out. But like I said, I got to figure the rest of the stew out, and then I will share that with you. Anybody with any questions on that Offenhauser build should see me. Just get in contact with me. Thanks.